Jesus says to us, love your enemies. Some years ago, I bought a copy of the book, The Railwayman. It told of someone with a passion for railways who was taken prisoner in Singapore by the Japanese and was forced to work on the Burma Railway. It is such a powerful memoir. And at times as I read, my temperature rose, driven up by images of man's inhumanity to man. I remembered an uncle who'd been taken prisoner by Japanese forces. He never talked to the experience, but he allowed nothing Japanese in his house. The railwayman received subhuman treatment on that railway. And after the war, he came home to a country that didn't want to hear his story. It was part of the forgotten war. Eventually, he found out that a Japanese officer who'd been particularly brutal had survived the war. Vicious feelings surfaced in him, and for years he was troubled by fits of anger and nightmares. His social life suffered, and he was urged, write your memoir. And then along came a chance meet with his former officer, because the book was to be turned into a film. And one very repentant Japanese was finally faced and forgiven. Jesus says to us, love is all inclusive. He didn't exclude anyone. He knew he had enemies who would condemn him to death. But according to Jesus, even if people betray us, we, fueled with his grace and his love, simply cannot do the same. He commands us, love your enemies, pray for them. You won't find that in the prophets or the Psalms. For the prophets, the enemies of the just are the wicked, and the only prayer for them is for their destruction. Jesus deals quite a blow to old teachings. Love your enemies, for you are sons and daughters of God, brothers and sisters of Jesus himself, and you must be like the Father. Jesus himself showed love to all his disciples and to all his enemies. Remember his words, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing in putting me to death. God our Father, grant us an ever greater share in the spirit of our adoption, that we may love even our enemies. It's a tall order, and for this we need your grace.